What are you doing out here in Bali? What type of business do you guys have? What is the tough part about being in Bali?
Cockroach.
How much do you pay for rent in Bali? What's a common misconception that people have about digital nomads? What's it like living in Bali? What's the most you've made from one modeling job?
6K.
Have you ever been scammed in Bali? Is there a dark side to the digital nomad lifestyle? Any tips for creating great content? How much money do you make?
Between like 400 and 500K.
Hey guys, so we're in Bali, Indonesia, and today we're gonna be asking digital nomads what they do for a living. Now, we made this video about 2 years ago. They absolutely blew up. We talked to some amazing people. So I figured we should do it again and find even more awesome people to meet. We'll be asking questions like, what do you do for work? How much does it cost to live in Bali? How much money do you make? And what advice do you have for aspiring digital nomads? I've been in Bali for about 5 or 6 days now. It has been so fun, and I'm super excited for this video, so let's go.
Okay, so the first spot we tried getting interviews was this place called Wrong Gym. The membership here costs almost $200 per month. And yes, that's US dollars, not Indonesian rupiah. And after getting permission to film along with a quick tour, we set out to find our first digital nomad.
Did I interview you for my YouTube?
No. We like to stay under the radar.
Well, find someone else.
I'm not sure about doing it.
Okay, this is a lot tougher than I expected.
I guess I should have expected people at the gym to be focused on working out instead of talking to a random stranger. So I went out to the pool area where it seemed like people were relaxing, and I found some young entrepreneurs who were really friendly.
All right, so what are your names, your ages, and where are you guys from?
My name is Ajoub. I'm 21 and I'm from Morocco.
My name's Leo. I'm 21 and I'm from England.
What brings you here to Bali?
We're just working online. It's good for lifestyle, good for work-life balance. We just come to the gym 5 minutes away, then go back home and work 12 hours and scale our business.
What type of business do you guys have?
We have a supplement brand where we run it fully organically, have over 350 creators working for us, and we've managed to get over 2 billion views in social media.
Wow.
And that's how we grew the Amazon brand.
I mean, those are great numbers. So you guys are super young. How did you guys get started with this business?
Yeah, so I started out as a graphic designer. I was living in a refugee camp in Morocco. I learned how to draw people in my iPhone 4, right? And had $3 in my name. So I started drawing people. And then I got into Facebook groups and started posting these drawings, asking for people, oh, I'll draw you for like $5, $10. I got no one to want to pay me, but then one guy said, could you make a logo? Then I went and learned how to make a logo, and I started making logos for people. I started drop shipping. I lost it all in Facebook, right? And then I get back to graphic design, earn more budget, lose it in Facebook ads until I did TikTok ads as well. So I just ordered 5 products to my house with all the money I have, and I started posting videos on TikTok about them. And then 2 or 3 of them blew up. Then I started a drop shipping store. I got it to 6 figures. I met Leo in a Discord group, and then we said, bro, we'd make a fire team. We started working together. We worked together for 2 years without never seeing each other. We've met just like a few months ago here in Bali for the first time. And now we're working and scaling, launching new products. Yeah, we're on track to do 7 figures a month.
What advice do you have to aspiring entrepreneurs?
Get a mentor that's doing a lot better than you, and shut up and listen to him, basically. Other advice is constantly keep working hard. Like, it doesn't happen overnight. It took me years to start building, especially to big numbers, multiple 6 figures, 7 figures a month. It takes years of work, and get good partnerships, work with good people. Like, Ayoub's the best person I've ever met in my life, and like, without each other, I don't think we'd be here today.
How much does it cost to live here?
It costs as much as you want. Personally, we spend like $10,000-$20,000 a month. Okay. Pretty luxury lifestyle. Like,
what do you get with that?
Everything, like the biggest villas, the best gyms, the best food. But if you want to live it cheaply, you can obviously stay in a hostel. You can live here for like $500 a month.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for people that may want to be a digital nomad and work abroad?
I would say lock in for a year or 2 years. Never travel. Just get here to Bali, get a cheap villa or cheap apartment. Don't go out, don't go party, alcohol, all of that. Work for a year, 2 years until you build up that momentum, and then start traveling. If you're broke, just starting in that building process, just lock in.
What's the best advice you guys ever received?
Focus on the highest leverage points. The guy that told me it said it with a really weird example, which said, if you are with a girl, right, in bed, right, how would you make her like hot as fast as possible? You go to a certain point, boom, she explodes. That's like the business. Find your leverage points in your business. There are always leverage points. Things that you put a little bit of effort in, gives you a huge amount of value, huge amount of growth. These are the things that you should be working on. Every other thing, delegate, hire people, and focus on the most important things. And if you are a beginner, the most important thing is learning.
What's the best business to start today?
Selling a product that people buy multiple times, that you can make content for and go viral organically, whether it's digital products, physical products, anything. Just make sure that people buys it multiple times, like a supplement.
Business right now with learning content creation, anyone can learn to go viral. If you learn that skill, you can take that skill into any business across online, like online work or any, even physical businesses.
Yeah, I look for three things whenever I start a business. First thing is gross margin. I need at least 80%. Second, is it easy to get viral in social media? And then third is people buy these products multiple times, and I need to put subscription on it.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to those two guys. They were really nice and gave out a ton of good advice. Right after the interview, Joey, who was helping me film, said he didn't feel too good.
Oh, I'm getting like the chills. But it's okay. I'll be able to do it. Yeah.
So then I met up with two people outside who had really cool businesses and a ton of advice.
So what's your name, age, and where are you from?
My name's Sumner, 30 years old, and I'm from Big Sur, California.
How long have you been in Bali for?
About 8 months.
And how is it?
I would never leave. I would raise a family here. It's my favorite place I've ever been, I would say.
So what makes it so amazing?
I mean, first off, the culture. It's beautiful, man. The way they live, the gratitude, the love, how inviting they've been to me as a tourist visiting. I think the island is special, like literally the land. You've got volcanoes, ocean, you got everything you could ever want outside. Amazing expat scene, cool entrepreneurs, easy to meet people. It's just got it all.
You're selling me on this. Yeah. So what do you do for work?
A couple different things. All of it's in like the real estate development niche. 6 years ago, I started a very weird side project in real estate, which is creating these like ranches. We call them ranchettes. So we buy big tracts of land and subdivide them, sell them off, no physical development, or we just buy and resell land. In America, there's a ton of land, a lot of supply. And there's kind of like a hidden minority of people that love buying land in America. There's like an insatiable demand for it, especially after COVID. 4 years ago, I launched a coaching program teaching other people how to do it. And then 2 years ago, I built a software that pretty much runs the business for you.
Like how much money do you make living here in Bali?
This year so far, anywhere between like 400 and 500K.
Okay.
Yeah.
What can you buy with that money here?
Yeah, I'm not really a big spender, to be honest. We live a pretty simple life. We bought a house when we first moved here. So we're like 2 minutes up the road. We paid $285,000. I bought a motorcycle over there for $12,000. We have like no expenses.
Dang.
We eat out every meal of the day, massages a few times a week, house cleaning, travel a bunch. But yeah, I probably spend 10 to 15 grand a month.
With all that extra, how are you investing it?
Index funds, real estate, like buy and hold real estate. I'm buying a big tract of land that I'm developing here in Bali, and then probably too much cash just sitting in a bank account. Crypto too.
So how did you get started with your entrepreneurship journey?
Started when I was in second grade. I was selling candy on the schoolyard. I almost got expelled for it. It really started to click though in high school. I had a photography business. So I'd shoot houses for realtors. I'd sell those photos to like contractor. If there's like an engineering company involved, the painters. These are like high-end homes in Carmel, California. So I'd take one photo and sell it a few times. And I did that through college. Dropped out in college after 6 months, started a big FBA business. We were selling like 400, 500 textbooks a month. Then moved to private label. And it's just been one thing after another.
Dude, that's almost exactly what I did.
No way.
I sold candy. In high school, I did photography and video. I also did FBA.
No way.
After,
man.
yeah,
That's
dude.
a small world.
So what types of people live in Bali?
Oh man, you get everything. You got the party crowd, you got the fitness crowd like at Wrong Gym here. You've got the Dubai bro entrepreneur crowd. You've got the crypto bro crowd. You got the Ubud spiritual crowd. You got it all. Like really any community you want to find, you can plug into it here. Is he throwing up? Oh, you good, man?
Oh my God.
You have a long night or what?
What's a culture shock that you faced when moving here?
The trash, for sure. It's an island that's growing rapidly. There's a lot of irresponsible development here. And you have a workforce that comes from Java that's kind of fly by night. They're making money for their family back home, and there's just kind of a lack of care for the environment. I think that's starting to change. But dude, in America, you rarely see people litter. I'll see people throw a bag of trash on the ground, and that's heartbreaking.
So how do you stay motivated to work when you have such a beautiful place around you?
There's just no other way for me. And I honestly enjoy what I do. Like I'm super fortunate. I work with a great group of people within the business. So I'm lucky to do things that I enjoy in the business, and I couldn't imagine my life without it. We have a good work-life balance. I probably work 5 to 6 hours a day.
What business would you start today if you were to start from scratch?
For enterprise value, like I wish I got started in software a long time ago. Like we hit a 8-figure plus enterprise value in a year and a half. And I'm like, yeah, I should have been doing that all along. For cash flow, I honestly, of course, I'm a little bit biased, but I think the land flipping world's pretty unbelievable. And we've got folks inside our community that make $500,000 in their first year with like zero real estate experience.
How do you structure your team?
We've got about 32 or 33 employees across 3 different businesses. About 40 to 50% of that sales related in all 3 of the businesses. We have like 1 or 2 marketing people across all 3 of the businesses. I still do a lot of the marketing. It's kind of like my sweet spot and what I enjoy the most. And then back office ops people and executive assistants is pretty much the stack. And I would say right now it's like 40% US, 60% overseas.
What are some of the costs of living in Bali?
So you're you're gonna need a longer term visa. I think that's $1,200 what we paid. That's a 2-year visa. You have to leave every 6 months or you pay a bit of a fee to stay longer. One of the weird things moving here is if you're gonna do like a true like month-to-month rental that looks like a month-to-month, a lot of times they want that money up front. I would say someone could move here for 5 to 10 grand and get set up if you know how to find cheap rentals. Now, if you go on Facebook groups, you can find stuff that's like local outside of Canggu, $600 a month. You can cook meals for $2 to $3 a meal easily. You can also get people to do meal prep for you for a few bucks per meal. Our gym membership, we go to Omni, $240 a month, but it's got like blood work and it does everything.
Any final advice you want to give the audience?
Dude, I mean, if you're watching this at home, buy a ticket and go travel somewhere. Whether it's Bali or anywhere else, like the highest ROI investment you can make, in my opinion, is probably travel. And not enough people in America travel, in my opinion. So yeah.
Love that. Thank you so much. By the way, you guys, as I was filming this video in Bali, I was making over $10,000 per day just from affiliate marketing. So if you're looking to build a business that you can run from anywhere, I'll link my new course below. It's called Smart Affiliate. And I basically teach you guys exactly what I do, how I built an affiliate marketing business that makes millions of dollars per year. It's literally the exact stuff that I do in my business. So you can basically just copy what I do. I also have another offer called Content Monetization System. And we basically teach content creators how to properly monetize their content. I guarantee you, if you are a content creator, you could probably make 2 to 3 times more money than you're making now. And we basically help you do that. So I'll leave both of those links down below. Now back to the interviews. All right, so what's your name, age, and where are you from?
I'm Sarah. I am 27 and I'm originally from New York.
What brings you out to Bali?
I just fell in love with Bali. I actually came for a solo trip in 2022 and I felt so safe here. Like the locals are so welcoming, and as a female traveler, there's not a lot of places you feel super safe, but I would like walk around at night and I don't know, I loved it. There's something about the island that gets you.
So what do you do for work as a digital nomad?
Okay, I do fitness and nutrition coaching. It's lifestyle coaching. I've been doing that full time since 2018.
How does your business make money?
So all of my clientele are in the US, a very small percentage in the UK and Australia. It is full lifestyle coaching. So we do weekly accountability, nutrition, meals, recipes, workout programming, and then all the adjustments that you would need with macros. So we have clients that sign on between 6 months, 12 months, 2 years.
To inspire the audience, would you be willing to share how much money you're able to make?
Yes. So I've gone through different seasons of my business where I really grew to having a bigger team. Right now I make between 20 and 25K a month. And I have one assistant coach who's amazing. I have like someone who does my sales calls and a setter. So got a little team, but we're doing well.
What is the best part about living in Bali?
I think your quality of life is extremely high. So obviously we are in a very privileged position to make money in USD. The locals are so incredibly welcoming. There's so many like-minded people here, and there really is like a little niche for everything.
What's the toughest part about being a digital nomad?
And I think just missing your friends and family. For me, that's the hardest part.
So if you were watching this video and you were considering becoming a digital nomad, traveling abroad, working, what advice would you want to hear?
Everybody that I've talked to in their, I would say 40s and above says, oh my gosh, I wish I did something like that when I was young. Now is the time to do it. You can reinvent yourself at any point in your life, but if you're thinking about it, do it.
Do you have any interesting life hacks?
Don't tell the world you're gonna do something unless you're gonna do it.
Well, they get like a dopamine hit by telling people instead of actually doing it, right?
Yes, it's the same thing with fitness. I feel like the best way that you can build self-confidence and self-worth is by following through with what you say you're gonna do. But so many people make a commitment publicly and don't follow through, which just makes you feel like about yourself.
Any fitness tips?
So my biggest fitness tip would be learn about tracking macros and lift weights. So even if you're only lifting 2 days or 3 days a week, the amount of health benefits, even just preventing osteoporosis in your later years of life.
What are the best supplements?
I would say creatine. And then for most women, maybe men as well, women tend to vastly undereat on protein. So taking a protein supplement can be really helpful.
I think for most people, the hardest part about online business is getting clients. How do you market and how do you get your clients?
You need great results. I mean, bottom line, you just have to be good at what you do. And if you're good at what you do, clients will come in, they'll refer other people. A lot of my business is run on referrals and re-signs. So if you're just getting started, you don't know where to start, offer a couple people that you know are serious, because I've coached people for free that are not. Once you've got solidified clientele, know your worth, but you need social proof. Like show you're good at what you do.
How about social media? What role does that play in your business?
All my clients before I started getting referrals and re-signs came from social media. So I post very consistently.
Any tips for creating great content?
Plan it. I used to be the queen of winging it, but once I started planning it out and batching content, my content definitely got better. Once you get going, don't be afraid to hire help.
I think a lot of people watching this video might want to get into coaching, right? Yeah. What tools and like platforms should they use? use?
There's so many coaching platforms. I've used a couple of them. I now use one called ZenFit, and it's great. A lot of these platforms now, they're getting better and better. So ZenFit's great. You can create courses within them. So a lot of people have a coaching program and then a course. You want something that's all encompassing.
And how can anyone become a better entrepreneur?
If somebody knows more than you and has done more than you and is more successful than you, listen to them. Take other people's advice. But only people who are in a position that you want to be in.
Any final things you want to tell the audience?
Like, I've met a ton of people who have only stayed in the US or only stayed in their home country, and then people who've traveled the world. People who travel the world, you can just tell. Like, there's like a lightness and an understanding and compassion that you just don't feel with people who have like lived in this little bubble their whole life of just thinking my country's the best country and does it the best way.
Thank you so much. So as you guys saw midway through the interview, Joey was really feeling the food poisoning. And after we were done talking to Sumner and Sarah, we were deciding on whether to keep pushing or not.
So Joey's been hit by Bali belly and is not feeling good.
No energy. I'm nauseous.
So that was it. Joey went back to the villa and I took a cab to meet up with one of my project managers, Benji, who came in clutch to help us film.
So can you introduce yourself?
My name is Benji. I'm originally from Jakarta, Indonesia, and I'm a digital nomad.
So what do you do for work?
I currently work as a project manager for Lee Chang right here. Yeah, I basically help him manage his YouTube channels from beginning to end and multiple facets of the production system.
How'd you get this job?
Shout out to Paired, that's for sure.
What are your names, what are your ages, and where are you guys from?
My name is Dastan, and this is my wife Almira. We are from Kazakhstan.
And what do you guys do for a living?
I'm a fitness coach working in Kazakhstan, Dubai, and maybe gonna work in Bali too.
I'm software engineer. I'm working remotely for a Singapore company.
What made you want to become a digital nomad, travel and work at the same time?
I think it's a great opportunity for like any person in the world because it's a great chance to see the world, to see their different styles of living.
Just want to explore Asia, to be honest, because we love the cuisine of Asia, trying something new every day.
So how much money does someone need to have to be able to move here and start?
Minimum of around 2K to pay for your rent, to your gym membership, and that should be enough.
How can people find jobs that allow them to work remotely?
For an IT guy, I think it's pretty simple. Just go to LinkedIn and find something.
I can say that, yeah, it's nowadays it's not a problem to find a job. For example, if we're gonna say about fitness, it's not like a 100% remotely job, but if you are a really good specialist in your field, it's not gonna be a problem to find work anywhere in the world.
Would you guys be willing to share how much money you are making?
I'm making around $4 and $5 here.
For me, it's quite difficult to answer the question because it depends on the location also.
Yeah.
For example, the last time that I worked in Dubai, it was approximately like 1K or $1,500 in a month, yeah.
What's been the best part about Bali?
I think the atmosphere, the vibe, and the people. The people are here very, very kind, very open-minded, and it's really like make you fall in love with Bali.
How much do you guys spend for rent?
We spend it 1.6, 1.4, yeah.
How do you stay focused with all this amazing stuff to do around here?
I just need to dedicate 1 or 2 hours to stay focused, like with no distractions, and it allows to boost your productivity.
Any final advice or things you want to tell the audience?
Just not to be afraid to explore the world because it's very big and different and it will make you even better.
Love that. Thank you so much. It is a very hot day here in Bali. It's very humid as well. Completely different type of heat. It's only probably like 90 degrees, but it feels insane.
We decided to go to Body Factory next, which was another well-known gym in Bali for digital nomads, costing up to $220 per month.
So what's your name, age, and where are you from?
I'm Ian, 36. I'm originally from the UK.
What do you do for a living?
My background is health and fitness, but I'm in property now, so I buy property and then rent it out effectively.
Sort of like villas?
No, this is back in the UK, so it would be like 3-bed villas or HMOs, like house and multiple occupancy, things like that.
So you're able to do all that remotely?
Not really, I have to go back. So I come here for like 6 months at a time, and then I go back to the UK for a couple of months, just kind of working things. But it's kind of at a point now where it kind of runs itself because it's rentals. Once you've got a certain number of properties, everything's under management. It's pretty easy.
Do you find that there are a lot of other entrepreneurs here in Bali?
Yes, it's pretty much full of them. Online people, entrepreneurs, or maybe wannabe entrepreneurs, things like that, yeah.
And what made you choose Bali?
I love it. Coming here for the last 6 years now, every year for at least a few months at a time. And it's just my favorite spot as far as like, if you're into health and fitness, healthy food, it's that perfect hub of everything you need.
Do you have any fitness tips? Because you're obviously very in shape.
Consistency. Don't stop.
How long have you been working out for?
20 years. Don't go in with the goal of, I want to get to this point, going with the goal of I'm going to start training regularly 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week, whatever, and I'm going to do that for the rest of my life. That's the goal. Just keep going.
A lot of people that want to become digital nomads are scared that maybe they can't find a good community or friends after moving. What would you tell them?
You come to a place like this, come to a place like Body Factory, sit down, have a coffee. Someone will chat to you. If you're not comfortable, someone will start chatting to you, and you'll meet all sorts of different people. I'm a very much an introvert, so I find it hard to approach people, but a lot of people, naturally start to approach you, and it opens up conversation. So
What's a common misconception that people have about digital nomads?
it's an easy lifestyle. I think people think like, oh, I'd love to be a digital nomad. I want to be free and be able to travel and do whatever I want, but it takes a lot of graft.
Can you tell us about one mistake you made in the past and what you learned from it?
I've made a few. Every time I've tried to take the shortcut because it looks like a better return on paper, I've lost money. So be patient, take the long route.
And if someone wants to start investing in real estate, what advice would you give them?
You don't have to buy where you live, buy where you can afford. And once you're on that property ladder, it'll start to, keep going from there on.
And do you think people should, if they want to move to Bali, should they buy?
No, I don't think so, no. Everything's leasehold in Bali, so you never actually own the property. The maximum term you can own the property is 25 years, which means you just never own it, and I don't like that. I like freehold, so personally, I wouldn't recommend. I mean, the only thing I would recommend in Bali is if you're gonna lease the land, build on the land, and sell as quickly as possible. Don't buy it to keep it.
Any final advice you want to give anyone starting out in entrepreneurship?
My advice is always just be patient. Take your time, be patient, don't try and take a shortcut.
Thank you so much. So what's your name, age, and where are you from?
I'm Justin, I'm 25, I'm from California.
What brings you to Bali?
I came to Bali about a year ago and I fell in love with it. Getting to surf every day, how cheap it is, how far your money stretches here, and the people are just the nicest here, and there's a huge entrepreneur community as well.
And how long do you think you're gonna stay?
Well, I booked a one-way trip to Bali, no knowing when I'm gonna go back for now.
So what do you do for a living?
Couple things. I run an e-commerce business. That business I started since college. I've been running it for about 4 to 5 years. That one's doing about $2 to $3 million in revenue a year. I'm also starting my personal brand. I've been making content on Instagram for a while, starting my YouTube channel as well. And I also just started doing coaching and consulting to also teach others what I do as well.
So many serial entrepreneurs here. And how do you stay focused?
For me, I try to stick to a good routine. That's just waking up at a good time, setting up time for myself, whether that's like reading, meditating, going on a walk, whatever. And I think just sticking to a structure and a disciplined routine really helps me to avoid all other distractions.
Can you share some of your wins in the last year?
Honestly, a big win has just been financial freedom. Being able to travel to places like Bali. Went to 15 countries with my friends. Was able to get my parents phones and laptops and whatever things that they need. I was able to fly my sister out to come enjoy some time with me in Bali.
What advice would you want to give to other young entrepreneurs?
Figuring out exactly what you want and figuring out your ideal life, breaking it down to actually visualizing what that would look like really helped me have a goal and figure out every day if I'm making progress towards that goal.
Yeah. What common trait do you see among your successful entrepreneur friends?
I would say work ethic. A lot of people will show yeah, the lifestyle's amazing, it's fun, you get to do whatever, but to get there, it takes a lot of discipline, it takes hard work, it takes saying no to a lot of distractions and fun things.
Is there anything in Bali that's surprisingly expensive?
The gyms are pretty expensive, I would say. Some restaurants are the more touristy restaurants are definitely more expensive.
What's surprisingly cheap here?
The food is surprisingly cheap, but also really good. I've been really impressed with the quality.
I found out the grabs, Grab is in Gojek, are so cheap here. So nice.
Cheap. Yes, an hour from here, Canggu to Uluwatu, what, $6? Insane, right? That's $40 at least in California. You want to go an hour away.
When I go to the airport, it's $100 for a 45-minute drive.
Yeah.
How many people are in your online businesses and what tools do you use to run it?
We have 4 offshore employees, most of them from the Philippines. And then I have also a friend that runs all of our paid media marketing in the US as well. We use Slack for communication, ClickUp for project management. Yeah, those are kind of the 2 biggest tools we use.
How much do you pay for rent in Bali?
Me and my friend split a villa. We're paying about $1,200 a month each. And it's a really nice villa. We got a nice pool, big rooms, big glass windows, which I love.
If someone wants to travel to Bali, where should they stay?
Here in Canggu, if you like a more bustling, kind of a city vibe, this is definitely more of a beach town, but a huge network of entrepreneurs and everyone's super active and fit. I would say Ubud if you're a little bit more spiritual, laid back, want to chill. And I would say Uluwatu if you really like surfing. There's some of the most famous surfing in the world happens down in Uluwatu.
How has living in Asia shifted your perspective on life and work?
After a few months in Asia, I feel like I have maybe gotten a little bit less aspirational because seeing people, especially the locals, how happy happy and content they are. While for me, when I was in LA, there's like, I see people with Lambos, everything, and it's just like, damn, I want that too. Here, I'm definitely a little bit happier, but it's also, I feel like I have to keep that in check so that I'm still motivated to hit bigger and bigger goals and not just be satisfied with what I have.
Any tips and tricks for people that want to work abroad?
I would say learning some type of high income skill, whether that's sales, marketing, social media marketing, low barrier to entry things that you could do, some type of service-based agency or selling products online as well.
And how much money do you need to live comfortably here?
I would say $2,000 would get you a pretty nice villa, have you being able to eat out every day, get laundry done, surfing, massages, whatever you need.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so at this point, the humidity was really intense and I'd been sweating a lot, so I did a quick outfit change before trying to find the next person.
We may need to go somewhere else because there's literally no one gymming right now, which makes sense because it's like 2 p.m. So let's go for a walk and see if we can find people at any of these cafes. Should I interview you for my YouTube channel? No? Okay. Would you be open to being in my video? No? Okay. Thank you guys.
After a few more awkward rejections, I bumped into an entrepreneur who owns a physical business here in Bali.
So what's your name, age, and where are you from?
My name's Tev. I'm from Australia, Sydney, and I'm 27 years old.
And what are you doing out here in Bali?
I'm into property and I own Entrecote Brasserie in Canggu, French restaurant. Yeah.
So you actually have like a physical location business here?
Yes, and I've been doing it now for 2 years.
How did you get started?
So just like all the tourists, you come to Bali, spend a few weeks here, and lifestyle gets addictive. There's no political things going on here. You get to train, spend time with your close friends, and at the same time make money and, you know, socialize.
What is it like to start a restaurant here?
Look, it's definitely not easy, especially being in a different governized place. But in terms of like making money, especially for young investors, young people looking to make money, I think Bali is a perfect place to be.
Can you tell us about like how you got started with this business, how it came to be basically?
My parents are from Mauritius, so I go to Paris 2-3 times a year and I eat at Entrecote, which is a steak frites concept. Came to Bali, I seen a bit of a gap in between, so I hit that gap, went balls deep, and now I'm here.
How much money did it take to get this up and running?
This is more of like a luxury place, so the investment was a lot more than what you'd spend on. You're looking about $250,000 Australian dollars.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys lease the space?
I own the space, and then I done the renovation, so there was nothing here before, just empty land, and I built it from scratch.
How's it doing?
Doing good. I'm running out of tables and chairs.
What's your biggest piece of advice for aspiring entrepreneurs?
Go for it, stay strong, discipline, responsibility, make your bed in the morning. That's how you start.
Would you be willing to share some of the numbers in your business, like revenue or anything like that?
I don't want to discuss too much about numbers, but I'm comfortable. I get to do what I want. I get to travel, buy what I want. So I'm definitely in a comfortable place.
And how long do you plan to stay here?
Many more years. Got more projects coming.
You're going to build more and more restaurants?
Restaurants, yeah. So there will be more Entrecote coming everywhere in Bali.
Any last advice you want to give the audience?
The people you have in your group, your friends, is a main thing. If you're telling somebody you want to do something and they're telling you don't, they're not the right people for you. That's all I can say.
Thank you so much. So what's your name, age, and where are you from?
I'm Andrea, I'm 28 years old and I'm from Spain.
What do you do out here in Bali?
I'm a digital nomad. I have a marketing agency.
How'd you create your business and get started in entrepreneurship?
Yeah, so I have a digital skill. It was SEO. So I was working in a business and then I started to get clients and then I started to create a team. And right now I have a marketing agency.
So what type of services do you guys do?
Mainly SEO and social media.
To inspire the audience, share some big wins you've had in the business in the last year.
So I have two main incomes.
Okay.
One are the marketing agency, more or less it will be like 20,000 per month.
Okay.
And the other, it's I'm content creator, so I teach to other people how to do the same. Last month it was 15,000.
Wow.
In selling courses, mentorships, and everything.
What advice would you give to someone that wants to be a digital nomad?
I think mainly advice is to learn a digital skill.
What's your daily schedule like?
So I get up early, I work a little bit, then maybe I go to the gym or surf classes, then I lunch, then maybe I work a little bit more, then maybe I go out with friends, like in the afternoon, then maybe I work a little bit, or maybe I create content also, and then I go to sleep.
So what type of person should move out here to Bali?
Bali, it's very good if you are starting to become an entrepreneur because it's very cheap. So you can live in here with less budget, but also people who want like more nature, more peace, more, I don't know, people with here in Bali, they are very real people. Life, it's very real. Very, I like it so much.
How much do you pay for rent here?
$500.
$500.
Yeah.
Wow. You're saving a lot of money. So what are you doing with that money? Are you investing it?
I'm starting to search for investing, but mainly I reinvest in the business.
How do you reinvest in the business?
For example, now that I have the courses, the academy, so I invested in a team for that they create me the content.
What's the most important trait that you have that allowed you to become successful?
Persistent and patience.
Is there a dark side to the digital nomad lifestyle?
You feel like a little bit lonely because you are changing countries.
How do you meet friends then?
For example, it happens to me a lot in social media. I create content and people who speak Spanish from Bali, maybe they start to following me.
Yeah.
Maybe they text me, hey, I've seen that you are in Bali, blah, blah, you want to join? Or also in WhatsApp groups. It's full of WhatsApp groups.
Okay. What is your best travel hack?
So when I arrive to a place, I never book in advance too much days. I book maybe 1 day or 2, like in a hotel. Then I see if I like it and then I extend more because I know there are people that they book maybe 1 month and they haven't seen the place.
Any last thing you want to tell the audience?
What is the worst thing that can happen to you? Coming here and then you don't like and then coming back.
Thank you so much. So what's your name, age, and where are you from?
I'm Tyrell, I'm 28, I'm from the UK.
What brings you to Bali?
I just thought I'd try to do some traveling. I hear so much good things about Bali, I just thought I may as well come and see if it's worth the hype.
What's the best part about Bali so far?
I think you need to travel around the whole island. So don't stay in Canggu. The culture is beautiful, but just come to Canggu when you want to be more familiar with the Western world. And then, I just say go far north as you can for the best experience.
North?
Oh. Yeah.
What do you do for work?
I'm a crypto trader. I'm only Solana-based meme coins at the moment.
Can you share one of your big wins recently?
A coin called UFD. I got into it before it bonded, so it was, I think, 50k market cap.
Okay.
I ended up coming out at 140 million market cap.
Wow.
So I did pretty well.
That's really good.
I wish I put more in, but you know.
What's the most amount of money you've made from one single trade?
I won't say an exact number, but I'd say at the start of 6 figures.
Okay.
On that one trade, and I invested just over £100.
So is the whole thing with like these meme coins, put money, a little bit of money into like 1,000 different coins, and hopefully one of them is gonna like...
I'll say that's what everyone does at first, but then over time you kind of need to start filtering because there's a lot of scams. So you start to get your own method, what to look out to, what to avoid. Like I miss a lot of good coins because of my filters. However, I also miss a lot of scams.
If someone wanted to start making money with crypto, what would you tell them?
Just be patient. Don't follow what all the crypto influencers are telling you to do. If you're gonna learn yourself, read your own books, trial and error. Don't be afraid to mentally buy a coin without physically buying a coin, because that way you can gain experience without actually losing money, and just trust yourself.
What would you tell someone that is thinking about moving to Bali? Should they do it? What steps should they take?
I'd say do it, but I'd say, as I said before, come out here first, because the island, each area is so different. You might come to Canggu and decide you don't like Bali, or if you go to Ajoub, you'd love it. I'd also say travel a bit more in Southeast Asia. I've only come to Bali and I want to stay in Bali, but I'm unsure whether that's just because I've not experienced everywhere else. So I'd say travel and then make a decision.
How much do you pay for rent?
Here I pay £1,200. It's like a loft apartment.
Okay.
It's that price because it's literally in the center of Canggu. So if you want to be in the center, you're going to pay a lot more.
What types of people have you met in Bali?
All sorts of people, like people that have just come to party. I've met people that are close to millionaires, people that are starting their businesses, many influencers. There's a lot of influencers here.
What does the world need more of?
I feel like everyone just needs to be a lot more open-minded, to show a lot more compassion. Like where I'm from in the UK, everybody has a pre-positioned opinion on everyone. I don't know if that's the right word. Whereas when you come out here, you see that everyone's very open and they take it at face value. And I feel like the world would just be a better place if everyone just followed them rules.
Have you ever been scammed in Bali?
I've been scammed as in paying too much, but I've not been scammed as in like people taking my money and not.
Like what'd you pay too much on?
Everything.
Everything?
Everything. Like food, travel.
So they see that you're like a foreigner and they're like, okay, I'm gonna mark up the price?
Yeah, definitely. You don't mind too much because at the end of the day, if it's cheap for you and it's good money for them, I guess you can't complain too much, you know what I mean?
Thank you so much.
So after talking to Tyrell, we went to the beach to enjoy the sunset.
One of the cool things about Bali is that there's all these restaurants right along the beach, so you can sit and just chill, watch the surfers, or you have a meal up there. It's actually really nice, super beautiful at sunset. We did this on like the first day that we were in Canggu, and it was amazing.
It was at this beach where we met Lina, who is a professional model from Ukraine.
So what's your name, age, and where are you you from?
My name is Lina. I'm 26 years old and I'm from Ukraine.
So what do you do out here in Bali?
I'm a professional model. It's actually a lot of modeling job here in Bali. It's coming from everywhere, from Indonesia, from Australia, from China a lot. So it's a very nice market to be.
How did you get into that?
I wanted to come to Bali for surfing. You need to get money from somewhere.
Yeah.
And then I found out it's a very nice market. So I've decided to combine all together, and Bali is perfect place for everything. Yeah.
What's the most you've made from one modeling job?
6K from one job. I have 9 years experience, and it's like the only job that was paid that much.
What are some of the cool brands that you've shot with?
Shooting for Fila a lot.
Okay.
For, again, Provocateur, if you know them. For Burberry, Uber. Actually, a lot of cool brands.
What advice would you give to someone that wants to start modeling?
If you have a friend, a model, or a photographer, or like a fashion designer, to talk about all that with that friend, and probably to just search for an agency in your country for just the beginning.
There's a lot of rejection too, right?
Yeah, of course. You need to have like very strong mind and like stability, because you will hear a lot of rejections, but you need to understand that it's mostly not because of you, but because you just do not suit a brand or a topic.
What's it like living in Bali?
I love waking up in the morning for surfing, and then it's very beautiful everywhere. I love the variety of things that you can do here. I love people also, because here you can find the community in everything, you know? Like, I'm Ukrainian, and here I have huge community. I didn't expect that, but it's a lot of Ukrainians here.
How much does it cost to live here in Bali?
$1,500 per month? Yeah, that's what I spend.
Any last words you want to tell the audience?
Get financially smart. Don't lose all of your money and never leave until last $10 in your pocket. You know what I mean? Because it happened to me once, and it's terrible.
Thank you so much. All right, guys, so there you have it. Asking digital nomads what they do for a living here in Bali, Indonesia. We definitely met some amazing people today that have now become my friends. And that's one of the best things about doing these types of videos. You get to meet so many people that you would never have met otherwise. And that's why I love making these types of videos. I love social media, and I just love content in general. Hopefully you guys got some value watching this video. Hopefully you're inspired. If you yourself are watching this and you want to travel more and you want to become a digital nomad, work remotely, I think this might be a sign for you to take that leap of faith, go out there, take action, do it. And hopefully this will push at least one of you to, go on that digital nomad journey, because I really think you're going to love it. I learned so much from the people we talked today. We met some really amazing entrepreneurs and people doing all types of jobs. It's so cool. It really is a melting pot here in Bali, so I really recommend coming and checking it out. So yeah, that's it for this video. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content just like this. Interviewing people, entrepreneurship, business, finance, anything to help you guys live the best life you can live. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.